And for more insights into this, we're now joined by Mr. Liu Zhiqin, Senior Fellow at the Chongyang Institute for Financial Studies at the Renmin University of China. Welcome to Zoom In, Mr. Liu. Well, stability through progress was a key phrase that was highlighted during the Economic Work Conference. Tell us what that means for next year's economic plan.
I should say that the stability and making progress are both so important in the past 40 years. I think one of the major reasons that China can make great success in the modernization and the industrialization in the past years, because China has made a good balance between stabilization and also making progress. This is in different time we have different focusing, the main points. So stabilization is normally as the priority of our economic development. But making progress is always a driving force, is a main point of the stabilization. So without stabilization, the making progress is difficult to get sustainable. And making progress, but without the stability, is not impossible to achieve it. So make good balance is our target. So the central government has already noticed that this point and also reiterated in different occasions and also times that to strengthen this point, how to make stabilization but promote the progression. This is very important because without the progressing, economic recovery has more difficulties, and also there's no reason and no ground for more stabilization. So both factors are equally important. But nowadays, because we are facing uncertainties and challenges globally and also in domestic market, so making progress is even becoming more in advance, that more important than stabilization. But both should be well kept in good balance.
Right, and progress and stability actually are consistent concepts here. And among the 9 economic priorities for 2024 mentioned at the World Conference, sci-tech innovation was considered as the #1 priority. Why?
I should say this is a consistent policy of China. I still remember 40 years before, our government has reiterated again with such a principle, said science development or science innovation is the first power of production. This is the major significant meaning for this science and innovation in developing our country. So in this way that we gathered all efforts to put this development in advance. That's why China's economic developed so well in the past years in good balance, in good shape. And in my opinion, I think the science innovation can be used or can play even greater role to guarantee our high quality development, to secure our sustainable development, and to ensure our better life of the people, and also to have a protection of our future as a advanced society. So all these 4 functions can be really played by this science innovation. Without science innovation, China will not have a good recovery, and also as well as the global market. So we need more efforts, more budget, and more time to have further intensify our science innovation development.
Right, and there are also some challenges facing China's economic development. The meeting noted that China still has difficulties to overcome, including lack of effective demand and youth unemployment, for instance. How important are these issues, and what is the likelihood of solving them next year?
I should say these policies and measures have been taken or will be taken, we see that more practical and more reasonable, because I think that it meets the demands and meets the challenges. They also provide all solutions to solve this problem, as you mentioned. For instance, lack of efficient demand or overcapacity in some areas. But actually, these 2 points are closely linked together. Why we have an overcapacity problem at this time, after years later, we have again that's an overcapacity problem because the demand is getting weak. So we have produced but cannot be sold out, cannot be put in the market. So that's why we have the overcapacity. So we should pay great attention to improve the efficiency of demand in order, for instance, for the international consumption or for domestic consumption, in order to get more demand to have a better improved supply chain. So in this way, we can also solve the so-called overcapacity problem. By this way, we can keep good balance. So, but these 2 points well managed and coordinated, I think the so-called weak expectation will be also greatly improved. So I'm optimistic. I think these policies and measures can work very well in order to meet our demands.
So China is, China needs to see fast and sustainable and also high-quality development, economic development. But at the same time, China is being pragmatic. Thank you very much, Mr. Liu Zhiqin from Renmin.